Hi, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today we try to do a little bit round up in our what we have said before. We have said in the second and the third lessons, saying that there are two very important concepts introduced to you. First is called the Tao, the principles. Second is the Su. Su is the technique. It's the technique. What does it mean? It means how we can combine these two concepts. How we can combine them or build some inner relationship between them so that we can start doing some of the faith counseling. So if you've got only Tao, then you have no ways to explore your life. Therefore, you cannot do some of the functions like forecasting, advising, evaluating. All this kind of process cannot be done by simply referring to the concept of Tao. So we have to go to Shu, go to some technique, so as to analyze your life, analyze your faith, analyze your fortune, all for all these factors. So it is the technique, the side and other side. But if without Tao, then technique you cannot make sense. You cannot do too much on that. It is for putting in an analogy. If you know how to make calculation, you know mathematics, then how can you use that mathematics, the numbers, the calculation method, how you can apply them in turning them into accounting, Accounting, in fact, is an application of mathematical knowledge. So in medicine, the same. If you be a doctor, you're a practitioner in the medicine, but you have to do some biological knowledge, chemistry knowledge, all these things. The same, because without all this knowledge, you can't understand the medicine, you can't understand the drugs, you can't understand the way of therapy. So the same, by the same token, if you understand about the Tao, the principle of our faith, F-A-T-E, and then you can move on to find some technique to explore the details of the faith, F-A-T-E, its origin, its characteristics, its development, as in its implications. So Tao and Su, they are two areas, but they have to be interlinked together so as to make sense. If you can only handle technique, then you're at most being a fortune teller. You are a fortune teller. What we understand, fortune teller. However, if you can apply the principle into the technique and make it in a more organized, systematic, analytical, advisory way of presenting your finding to the people, then you're not doing fortune telling, you are doing faith counseling, F-A-T-E, faith counseling. Counseling is a kind of profession that you can apply to medicine, apply to law, apply to accounting, apply to psychology. All these areas in the Western world, they have a very mature kind of counseling. In the Oriental world, we're just at the start. Reason why? Because of knowledge. So if you study faith, F-A-T-E, I can tell you these sort of things. It is not a kind of magic. You are not a magician. You are not only telling fortunes, but you have to apply what learned knowledge into the fact with referring to time factors, location factors, human factors, so that you can get the report. In the report, you talk to your clients and then go through the report in an analytical way. You can advise your clients the direction, the action to be taken, the pros and cons of anything, so that you have complete therapy for addressing your client's problems. That is the way. So today I introduce only a new area, which is called the faith counseling instead of fortune telling. Why? Because faith counseling is a combination of Tao principles as well as Su techniques. Okay, so let's stop it right here, do some digestion of what I've said, and then we will go on and on so that we can develop ourselves into a faith counselor. Thank you for your interest. See you next time.